Hey guys, how you doing? Mark Graham here, and this is Big Balls Marketing. Hey guys, Mark here with you tonight with another video, another awesome video. And speaking of that, before we get started tonight, make sure that if you're not a subscriber, that you do subscribe. And if you do end up liking this video, if you end up liking my winning personality or whatever it may be, go ahead and click the like button. Hell, if you don't like it, hit the unlike button. I don't really give a shit. But tonight I'm going to be talking about running your business, but operating from a fear perspective, or operating from a place of fear. And, you know, a lot of people do this, and they do it in a lot of different ways. For example, probably one of the biggest things is, well, I don't know if it's the biggest thing, maybe the next to the biggest thing, because I'm going to talk about the biggest thing tonight. But one of the biggest things is that you can always see is whenever people do the follow-up. You know, if the first thing that somebody says in your business, a new person in your business, if the first thing they ask is, am I going to have to sell? That's not a red flag. That's a freaking beacon shining in your face, telling you immediately that person, that's one of their biggest fears, is they're going to have to talk to somebody that they've never talked to before, or something along those lines. Or making a video. You know, they're extremely queasy whenever it comes to making a video, whatever it may be. Okay, that person is operating from a place of fear. But fear not, folks, because that's not necessarily a bad thing. The bad thing isn't that you feel the fear. Okay, everybody has fear. Everybody has self-doubt to some extent or another. What separates the people that move forward and find success is that they move forward and find success. They take action, no matter how big the fear. And so, you know, whenever I first started marketing and selling and doing all of this stuff, I didn't consider myself a very good salesperson. I certainly wasn't a good video maker. Whatever you want to call it. I wasn't a great producer of videos. I remember the very first video I did. I've talked about this a few times, and I remember it took me like 6 freaking hours to complete this one video, which I think was like a minute and a half long. I did it over and over and over again. I wanted everything just perfect, and good Lord, it's just one of the most horrible videos ever. But over time. And I was very nervous, and you could tell, you know, you could see that. It came through. And so, but over time, as I kept on doing these things and kept on, you know, it just got easier. It got easier and easier. And eventually I just got to a point where this is what I was going to do, period. So, you know, fear is not necessarily a bad thing. It can be a good thing, because it lets you know that you're not in your comfort zone. And what is the biggest killer of success is probably people that stay within the confines of their comfort zone, whatever that comfort zone may be. Or, that doesn't just mean that you're a couch potato either. I mean, that means that you're not going to stray away from what's very familiar to you. You've already succeeded at that. You're already proficient at that, whatever it may be, whatever that is, and you just don't want to move away from that. So that would be your comfort zone. And anytime that you get away from your comfort zone, the way that you know that is you get that pit in your stomach, you get that feeling, that awkward, tense feeling, like, oh God, you know, something's not right. Whenever you take on a new task, okay. And, for example, picking up the phone and making cold calls, you know, still bothers me to this day. I don't necessarily do it now, not because I'm scared of it. I mean, hell, I'll pick up the phone now and call anyone, but I don't do it because for me, the percentages have never worked out. I mean, it's just never worked out. I don't like it. As an attraction marketer, that's not what I'm into. I think that you should be doing things. You know, you should be attracting people, a target audience that you're looking to provide a service to, or provide some content, some information to, and help out, and ultimately bring them on as a team member, or sell them a product that they need. So The fear can be a good thing, okay? But you just cannot let it paralyze you from taking action. And that's the best way to overcome your fears in the first place, is to take action. So, it's just one of the things. Now, what I was alluding to earlier, I said, that was might have been the number one thing, and like cold calling. Cold calling isn't the number one thing. The number one thing that I see people do that tells me right away that they're not only afraid, but they don't have confidence in themselves. They don't have confidence in their program. They don't have belief. They don't have the faith, is they do not invest in their business. Okay? They do not invest in their business opportunity. And it doesn't matter what the business is. It doesn't matter if it's a business opportunity or if it's a service or if it's a product-driven business. It does not matter. If you're not investing in that business, if you're not investing time and money, that's right, you have to invest some money into your business. Imagine that. If you're not doing those things, then you do not believe either in the business or in yourself. Typically, more than almost all the time, people really don't believe in themselves. It's always this deal where, well, sure, you can make some money at doing this job. You are doing this business. You've done this for a while now, and it's pretty easy for you, and you're a natural salesperson. Blah 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 blah. Whatever it is. And then it comes. Then here it comes. But I'm not. This is really hard for me, and I don't know if it's for me. Good Lord, people. You know what? When somebody says that I'm not sure that this is for me, well, by God, if you would have made $10,000 last week at it, it would be for you. If you believed that you could make that kind of money, then it would be for you. People drive me insane most of the time whenever we start talking about these things, because so much of the time people will tell me over and over and over again, yeah, Mark, I really want to make some money. What do I need to do? Well, you need to have I would probably, take stock of what you have right now. How much money are you willing to invest? Whoa, wait a minute, Mark. Shut that down. Let's not talk about spending money here. But they want to earn $10,000 a month or $10,000 a week. Are you freaking kidding me? That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works anywhere. What alternate reality do you live in where you can come in here and you can spend $10 and make $10,000? Any time that somebody can do that, I want to know, because I've got a lot of $10 bills that I could apply to that business. It doesn't happen, okay? And let me tell you something else about the money issue. And this is something that I've known for a long time, but my own self-doubt has probably risen its ugly head a few times. And that is, when you start a business opportunity, now I don't care if it's a big ticket program or if it's a lower ticket, it does not matter what the program is. Okay. Most of the time, we talk about this 90 to 120 day thing of finding success, but you're also about 60 to 90 days in before you really see any money. Okay. And for a lot of people, that's a difficult thing to do. That's a difficult concept to grasp. You need to spend $150 a week on your advertising, $100 minimum a week on your advertising. But hey, you're probably not going to really get any significant traction for 60 to 90 days. Sorry. Most people are not willing to go those few weeks. Whether it's 4 weeks, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks. Most people are not willing, and many people are not able to go that far and spend that money week in and week out on a consistent basis, getting traffic, whatever you're spending it on, whatever you're investing into your business time, they're not willing to do that without seeing a significant profit or a profit of any sort. And I hate to tell you this, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but more often than not, you're not going to see a profit for, I would say, at least a month. Okay, if not more, if not longer. And that doesn't mean that your business is not working. That does not mean that your program is not working. Okay, that's just the reality of business in general. That's just the way it works. And so what I would tell you, if you are a member of a co-op, or if you are going out there and you're spending money on some sort of advertising, solo ads maybe, or your Facebook marketing, whatever it may be, don't stop. If all you can do is spend $25 a week on something, then spend $25 a week on something. Save your money. Quit eating out at lunch for until you're, for the next 90 days. That right there would probably save you $8 to $10 a day. That's $70 a week. You can get some paid advertising done on $70 a week. You can spend $10 a day on Facebook advertising. Okay? Do not stop. Because I assure you, once things start picking up, and they pick up very slowly, you'll get a sale this week. And the next week you'll get 3 or 4 sales. And then you'll start getting a sale a day. And then you'll start getting multiple sales per day. And then it won't just be at the lower levels, it'll be at the higher levels. As your confidence increases, so does your prospect's confidence increase in you. And that's just how it is, guys. And this is a phone call that I need to take. So, guys, take care. Have a great day. I'll see you at the top.